a showing. And now, this is one of the matches that I've got to say I'm very interested in. We have 4 organizations and 2 tag team champions. And so it is the British Lanterns against the Pack in a battle of supremacy in a fatal 4-way. And here is Benny Banks representing the world.
I don't mean to cut you off, but it's not only the British Lanterns versus the Pack. It's the Pack versus the Pack. The British Lanterns versus the British Lanterns. The British Lanterns versus the Pack. Oh my goodness, what are we having here right now?
That's right.
Match between 2 teams going against each other, and not only that, they own tag team championships and 4 organizations. What?
And Benny Banks representing the Worldwide Wrestling Network with that WWN Tag Team title. A surprise victory answering the challenge of Bedlam at Battle Bowl. And they put it down in an epic match. And the British Lanterns going against the Pack and themselves in this match is going to be something to behold.
And this is a little history lesson. This is not the first time that Benny Banks and Byron X-12 have actually faced off against each other. They actually had their first match 2 months back against each other.
I remember that. And the legend and Dustin, Jefferies, they have faced off, years before too, and that's the thing. And these men have met up with each other multiple times. And you got the legend here coming out and representing not only the PWR Tag Team Championship, he's also representing the UWA Tag Team Championship and the Hardcore Championship. I mean, this guy he's been around, he's done it all, he's been around in this business for a long time, and he's out here and he means business, but his partner's going to be out here tonight too, and someone that he's been a part of for a long time. It's the same with the British Lanterns. I mean, each one of these individuals not only know each other, they all know each other. They've been in multiple matches. I mean, this is going to be a great showdown.
And you got to think here is what is the mindset between these 2 teams? Have they spoken to each other and said, hey, listen, let's not take this personal, where, this is a showcase of all the 4 companies. Let's just go out there, put on a great show. Let's not take this personal, but I am trying to get the win. You got to think, have they spoken to each other about this? Do they have an understanding in regards to what they have to do to walk away here with the W?
Well, I'll tell you what, I can't speak for any of these men, but, each one, yes, they're representing 4 different organizations here. 2 tag team championships in each organization for each one of these teams, and they have to face each other. Now, I mean, there's got to be, you're rooting for your partner, but at the same time, you want to get the win. And, can these gentlemen here survive this match afterwards? You know what I mean? Who wins? Who's going to have the bragging rights? You got to think it's got to be the stronger team, or maybe both these men are this team are the stronger men, and they can survive this and get over it, and we'll see.
And I gotta say, social media on my end is absolutely blowing up, talking about this match between the Pack and the British Lanterns. This 4-way match between all of the individuals. I mean, Dustin, Jefferies, and the Legend. These guys, they know each other. They've had battles with each other. They've teamed together for a while. But the real question is, can the British Lanterns sustain that same kind of scrutiny? The British Lanterns, they've only been tagging together for a year. And I mean, you've got years of experience versus just a few months of experience. Can the British Lanterns take a blow to the ego if say it comes down to Banks and X-12? I mean, that is.
I have to agree. I mean, the Lanterns, like you said, they've only been a team for so long, just a few months now. A great team. Let's not take anything away from them.
Oh, absolutely not.
They've done things that many teams have not been able to do in a short period of time. But if you want to talk about history, yeah, the Pack. I mean, they've been together for a few years now. They've been around each other. They've known each other for 5, 6, 7 years. But as a team, and as stretched out as a faction, they know everything about each other. They don't let things get in between each other. We'll have to see what goes down tonight. I mean, this could make or break a team, in my opinion.
It's very true. That's why I brought the point up, because it is one of those things where if they don't have the wherewithal to withstand scrutiny going up against each other, how can they trust each other as a team? And now things are getting ready to break down with the Pack and the British Lanterns literally mixing it up. And we have got Banks and Jefferies going at it, and we have got the legend and Byron X-12 going toe-to-toe.
It's a little bit strange here to see these four guys all going up against one another, but because of the history of these two teams, it looks like they're making it look like a tornado match.
It really does.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, because they're
watching it, yeah, for sure. You don't even think you just automatically think, okay, it's the Pack versus the Lanterns.
And it's pure instinct. I mean, who wants to throw hands with the person that is your best friend? I mean, I know that we all have fights with people that we're close to, but it's not the first instinct. So this makes sense. They're going right at almost renewing this kind of rivalry that they've had with each other through different brands. But when it comes down to it, this is only one person can win. Only one man can take the victory. And beautiful attack by Benny Banks.
Yeah, these four guys really have to take the whole equation of being teams out. Because if they do that, the other guy might not be feeling the same way, and that's where a loss will incur, an elimination will incur. So they all have to look at it from the aspect of, this is not my partner, this is an opponent that I have to beat here tonight.
And the referee is down, and look, corner Enziguri nails Dustin Jefferies. And look at Byron X-12 attacking the leg of the legend. Oh, good God. Byron just hit an incredible combination of technique there. But there is Dustin Jefferies there to save his partner. That instinct is so strong.
Very true. I would definitely think that, it's difficult. I mean, me not really seeing a lot of tag team partners go at it one-on-one, it's a little strange. And even right now, they're not really worrying about each other. It's basically a tag team match at this point in time. But the part you have to worry about is when it's no longer looking like this, and you see the two greens going up against each other and the two men in black going up against each other, then what's going to happen? Who's going to feel like they've been attacked from behind? Or why are you trying to attack me at this time? Let's handle them first.
Exactly.
A lot of emotions going into this match.
Very, very true.
Oh, for sure.
And look at it. Oh, my God. Beautiful combination. Dustin Jefferies with that snake eyes followed by the cannonball by Legend. And this is where it's breaking down, ladies and gentlemen. who shot first, and it was Dustin Jefferies turning his attention to the legend.
Oh. Okay, so it looks like now we got the pack going up against each other, but it looks like Byron X-12 is going to try to help out Dustin.
Yeah, it's like you said. I mean, Dustin was the first to go after the legend, and he's now being attacked.
Wait a minute.
Look at Byron X-12. That is the legend's move.
Wait a minute. And Byron X-12.
That's the legend's move, and the legend is making Byron X-12 pay.
Dead in on him, and the legend is livid right now.
Gave him the thump to the back and threw in that clutch.
And a big power bomb to Dustin Jefferies by Benny Banks. And the legend and Byron going toe-to-toe again. Byron going after the leg. And this is really, really smart technique right here. But caught that boot. Not very smart. And Dustin Jefferies throwing Benny Banks with the powerbomb as a receipt. But the strike game of Byron X-12 is always on point and catching the legend. Wait a minute, look at Banks.
Going all out here, catching with that elevated grab there.
Oh my goodness.
Wait a minute. Dustin Jefferies is eliminated. He tapped out.
What?
Wait a minute.
No, he
He
didn't.
tapped out? Oh.
No.
Ooh, I thought
The referee was down. It certainly looked like it, but the ref is down.
I believe Dustin was tapping. I mean, I believe he was tapping, but the ref is not down or is not able to see that.
And now it looks like the Lanterns creating that space. They are teaming up against the legend. The Lanterns are known for their very quick and swift tag team maneuvers. And Dustin is hot. Dustin is absolutely looking to take his He is looking to take his frustration out on somebody, and it just happens to be the legend.
The pack has had the up advantage. You would think they would have double teamed on the opponent, but Dustin has now attacked the legend twice. What is going on here?
Dustin trying to make a name for himself right now.
I mean, I know for years they've called Dustin, the legend's bitch, or you take the orders from the legend, and Dustin right now is showing, hey.
And
I know.
the British Lanterns showing off some of that high-end offense. And wait a minute, here we go. It's broken down right now, and it is Banks, and it is X-12. And look at this. Oh, diving enziguri, but the legend is capitalizing. 1, 2, and oh my God.
Wow.
Benny Banks just eliminated his own partner inadvertently.
Oh my goodness. And Benny Banks, hey, and I tell you what, Benny Banks and Byron, not to get away from this match, but they have been an extraordinary tag team, but have been, competing with each other when it comes to, who's the better singles competitor. And Byron has had the upper hand right now. And Benny with a huge finisher, the legend of all people, taking the pin on it while Benny just sits there. What does that say for the British Lanterns going forward?
And Dustin Jefferies went for that cover. Dustin's busted open. And Benny Banks is at this point right now, it is about survival if he wants to remain a part of this match.
Right. I mean, you would think right now, okay, the Pack's going to just eliminate Benny, and then in history will tell you that, the legend would probably win this match, Dustin allowing the legend to win. But the way it's gone, Dustin has been attacking the legend, and it feels, in my opinion, like an actual three-way right now.
And we have the legend who is trying to, looks like, beat some sense into his pack mate. And Benny Banks now coming in, slamming Dustin Jefferies into the ring post. And now, big diving, almost like a missile coming right at Dustin Jefferies. But here comes the big man, and he's got him up in a power bomb. Wait a minute. He's teetering. For half a second, I thought that Benny Banks was going to the hospital tonight.
Oh, the legend teasing everybody right now.
Working over Benny Banks.
I mean, I'll tell you what we've seen here tonight so far. I mean, when it comes to singles competition, the legend has always shined over Dustin Jefferies, and as we've seen, Byron a little bit as Benny as well. And from what we've seen, like Benny, is saying, hey, I'm just as good as you are, and allowing his partner to be pinned. And Dustin, with attacking the legend over and over, is kind of doing the same thing, kind of, in my opinion. I mean, I think both teams might, or maybe a little questionable after tonight. Do you think or not?
It all just depends. Tag team wrestling is about the fraternity, and I am not using that meant to be sexist in any way, but it's the camaraderie with which that two people begin to think and act as a tandem, as one. And if that bond is strong enough, if that relationship is strong enough, anything can survive. But right now, in this point in time, I would have to question it, just like D is. And the legend is laying in these multiple German suplexes to Benny Banks, and we've got the pack bleeding all over the place like we're in Memphis, Tennessee, or in the Hammerstein Ballroom. And this is an incredible four-way. Owen dropping Dustin spine first in the unforgiving canvas. Absolutely.
I think the situation of this match where the grand stage of showcasing of four different companies has really gotten to the head of these four athletes into wanting to get the win and not so much worrying about if they're a tag team or not.
This is very true.
I totally agree. I mean, in the beginning, it looked like the Pack versus the Laters. You know what I'm saying? You thought it was just a normal tag team match, tornado at that. And
and from behind, Dustin Jefferies clipping.
Oh, and the legend taking a little bit of a breather, and Dustin taking his leg out.
Emerald Flosion to Benny Banks, and Benny kicking out.
This one could be over. Oh my goodness.
And Dustin Jefferies is trying to find the Contra code to put away Benny Banks. If he can do it, it would be a one-on-one match against the legend. And he is dropping those elbows to the temple of Benny, trying to open him up, even the playing field, with the letting of blood. And it looks like the legend was happy to let it happen, and look at that! Look at that roll through by Dustin Jefferies.
Dustin Jefferies here is not worried about being a tag team partner here tonight. He's taking this as a singles competitor and wanting to get that W here, going all out. You gotta give mad props to Dustin Jefferies.
And Benny Banks calling his shots, basically trying to get the most out of any maneuver, and it's cut off by the legend, but pushes back. Oh, and he is caught, and I think it is over for Banks. No. Tombstone! Oh my God!
And an alternate legend driver right now. Dustin taking the pin. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Dustin to break it up.
Now, oh my goodness, Dustin Jefferies with that crimson mask. Looks like he's bleeding more and more. He has to be worried about getting blood in his eye. I mean, it's been an ongoing theme here tonight with them getting busted open and the blood pouring in their eyes, and it definitely messes with their vision. Their defense is definitely nerfed because of that.
Very, very true.
Goodness. And another Emerald explosion, dropping a legend down.
Dustin going on. That's the legend right now. Oh my. And Dustin going right after legend again. Benny breaking it up a little bit. And it's a 2-on-1 right
goodness.
now. The British Landers, they have one part of the
wow.
Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. And Dustin taking out the legend. Oh my goodness. And what is that gonna say? I mean,
it is
ego.
Benny Banks.
I mean, we just saw one half of the Landers and one half of the pack eliminate the legend, his own partner at that. That's not gonna go well in the pack. I tell you what.
It is not. This is absolutely crazy. This four-way, and Dustin Jefferies is bleeding like a stuck pig.
And Banks just looking at him, just
staring,
what is he thinking right now?
Staring bullets through him. And Dustin making the first move. And it is the pile drive.
That Gotch style pile driver.
What is Benny doing right now? I mean, I don't understand what he was doing.
Well, he's going to be counting the lights now.
And Benny with the Dustin with the cover.
And this one could be over. The Emerald driver. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Benny able to kick out. What? Oh,
amazing.
Back and forth. This is going crazy. And Banks.
Like we said earlier, Benny not having the best in the singles competition, but right now showing out.
And Benny, I am amazed at the clarity of thought of Benny Banks right now, stringing together these maneuvers back and forth, attempting to put things away. I mean, Benny Banks and Dustin Jefferies are putting on a clinic. It is crazy.
If I was a betting man, I wouldn't bet. These two men really want to go for the win.
The pride of the tag team division is on the line. This is bigger than bragging rights. This is basically showcasing that they are a part of one of the best teams on the planet, and they are repping their brand proudly. And being a part of a promotion for a long time, it etches something in your soul. And what a spinning Falcon Arrow by Dustin Jefferies. And that man is going to need stitches. It is gruesome to watch.
Oh, Dustin Jefferies definitely busted wide open. How this man has been able to go on this long is incredible.
It definitely is. I mean, that crimson mask is not getting any better right now. I'm not even worried about wiping the blood off.
I mean, he's not only representing the PWR and UWA Tag Team Championship tonight, he is representing the UWA World Heavyweight Championship as well. And this is a great one.
It definitely
Benny
is.
Banks,
And we
multi-tag team champion as well.
what is Jefferies had
Oh my
some
goodness.
bad intentions, and Banks, oh, Banks catching him with the spinning heel kick off the top rope, center of the ring. 1, 2, oh my God!
Benny Banks able to walk away with the W.
Benny,
Oh my goodness.
Worldwide Wrestling Network Tag Team Champion Benny Banks, and representative
I tell
of
you what.
all of these promotions. Good, this is going to have repercussions.
Yeah, the biggest there is representing all four. I mean, one of the, if not only teams, representatives representing all four organizations. And Benny Banks, I mean, as of late, getting crucialized about not being better than Byron, maybe. Who's the better of the two when it comes to singles competition. And coming out on top of these four gentlemen here tonight, that speaks volume in my opinion.
An incredible performance by everyone in this match. And Benny Banks is the last man standing in the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. Absolutely incredible.
Now this is what